So, how many of us were once taught by the church that the oil in the parable of the 10 maidens is the Holy Spirit? Is it important to know what that oil really is? Yes, of course. So, why? Why is that? Because if you don't know what that oil really is, you probably will not have it in your sanctuary, which is the lamp. You see, in Matthew chapter 24, verse 29, immediately after the tribulation, Yahushua, the Messiah, is coming on the clouds, and at the sound of his voice, like a great trumpet, his messengers, which are the angels, will gather his elects, his chosen ones, from the four winds of the earth, from one end of the heavens to the other end. The Messiah likens the reign of the heavens as to the 10 maidens. Then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 maidens who took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. For when the foolish took their lamps, they took no oil with them, but the wise took flasks of oil with them. As the bridegroom were delayed, they all became drowsy and slept. But at midnight there was a cry, "Here is the bridegroom, come out to meet him." Then all those virgins rose and trimmed their lamp. And the foolish said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil, for our lamp are going out." But the wise answered, saying, "Since there will not be enough for us and for you, go rather to the dealers and buy for yourselves." And while they were going to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the marriage feast, and the door was shut. Afterward, the other virgins came also, saying, "Master, Master, open to us." But he answered, "Truly, I say to you, I do not know you." So, was there anywhere else this was said, "I do not know you"? Yes, in Matthew 7, verse 21. Let's read it. "Not everyone who said to me, 'Master, Master,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day, many will say to me, 'Master, Master, did we not prophesy in your name, and cast out demons in your name, and do many mighty works in your name?' And then I will declare to them, 'I never knew you. Depart from me.'" Why would he say to them, "Depart from me," despite everything they have done in his name? Let's continue to find out. You workers of lawlessness. To be lawless means to transgress the law or not obedience to the law of the Creator. So why he never knew them despite all this It's because they ignored his laws, and therefore they ignored him also. You should know that we are the lamp, we are the living sanctuary, and the oil is the law, his statutes, and his judgments. That is the oil that should be in our sanctuary, that should be in our lamp. It was given to us through his testimony. The oil and the fire was given to us. We should guard it with all we can because that is our crown. That is what the devil will always come after. Those who keep the commandments of the Creator and his testimony. That's who he will come after. He will not come after those who does not regard the laws of the Creator. The oil is the law. It's very simple. No oil, no fire. So how would you know that something or any establishment or organization is not from the Creator? His law will be nicely set aside and made away with or ignored just to uphold man-made traditions and laws. That's how you know that it's not from the Creator. That's how you know it's from the devil. Because the dragon himself hates the law and everyone that obeys it. Because from the beginning, his symbol has always been lawlessness, rebellion. The Creator's seal is in his law. That's what identifies you as his own. In the entire scriptures, there has not been anyone that walked hand in hand with the Creator that has not kept his laws, statutes, and judgments. It has always been the basis and the foundation of his relationship and covenant with his people. Name them: Adam after his fall, Seth, Methuselah, Enoch, Noah, Shem, Abraham. Name them. There is really no end to it. It never changed. It has always been that way. Even after the consummation of the heavens and the earth, it keeps going on and on and on and on and on. The scepter of righteousness of his kingdom is rooted in his laws. So if you don't keep his laws, you never cross the gate. Neither will you eat from the tree of life. I beseech you, brethren, keep your oil and your fire burning, even in this great tribulation and deception. Do not be like the 5 foolish maidens. Shalom.